Sandy.
I'm Sandy Alford. I'm here on behalf of Campus Community Alliance Environmental Justice at NC State University in Raleigh, North Carolina. I am a current breast cancer patient, one of more than 600 men and women who are exposed to PCBs in Poe Hall at NC State University. More than 45 of us are confirmed dead. I received notice of another death yesterday. In addition to cancer, we're ill with neurological disorders and autoimmune diseases. At 65 years old, I'm now a community activist who's desperately trying to make leaders aware of a public health crisis inside the city limits of Raleigh. I was so proud to be accepted into the graduate program at NCSU, and all of my classes were inside Poe Hall. In the first few weeks of grad school, I developed a skin rash. Then I developed trouble breathing. I had multiple respiratory infections. I was diagnosed with asthma. In 2018, I was diagnosed with non-cancerous nodules on my thyroid. And in 2021, I received a diagnosis of breast cancer. All of these health issues are a classic pattern and progression of PCB exposure. In February 2022, I saw a local news headline, 123 cases of cancer tied to an NCSU building. I cannot describe to you the ultimate fear that I felt when I read the article and saw the name Poe Hall. There are a lot of bad facts about NCSU and PCBs in the 21 buildings on their campus. But the one key issue that I'm here to highlight today is communication, because that is the heart of everything that's wrong. Almost 21 months since finding out I was exposed to PCBs at the university's contacted no one, nor made any attempt to contact any alumni, former staff, or former faculty. I found out from the media. And the worst part, there's no law in North Carolina that says they have to do that. And there needs to be one. We need to ensure that universities are held accountable to do the right thing. Tens of thousands of people have worked in that building since 1971. But if they didn't see the same local article, local news story that I saw, they have no idea they were exposed. 7 years ago, testing confirmed the exterior of Poe had PCBs at 360 times the rate that the EPA allows. And the interior of the building is worse than that. NCSU has not communicated to the public that PCBs are flaking off the side of the building and falling into the air, the soil, and the city's wastewater or stormwater. And despite the fact that those PCBs are flaking off, NCSU has placed tables and chairs 8 feet from the side of the building for students to sit and study and open up their laptops and have a coffee. Restaurants with open-air dining 800 feet away have customers sitting there dining and not understanding that they're breathing in PCBs while they're doing so. 5 miles away at UNC's Cancer Center, approximately 100 cancer specialists, my oncologist included, has no idea that this public health crisis is going on. It was news when I told her that day. And after 7 years, the worst part is that NCSU has not abated any of their buildings, the 21 buildings, and no one's made them do so. I've searched for obituaries of former classmates and professionals and professors. I've worked with a funeral director to help me find and contact family members so they could know about Poe. I've met one-on-one with 64 alumni, sons, daughters of deceased faculty, widows of deceased alumni, current students, mothers and fathers of current students. And every time I speak at one of these events like this, someone taps me on the shoulder and says, "Can I talk to you? I was in Poe." So my answer is always yes, because in times of crisis, leaders take action and they communicate. But NCSU's inaction and unwillingness to communicate has done nothing but breed fear and cause a whole lot of harm. Because 3 minutes is tough to go through solutions, and because I'm a little bit of an overachiever, the CCAEJ and I have 13 pages of solutions if you'd like them. But we have 4 ideas for legislation that we think could happen based on our experience and lessons learned at Poe. So we have this document ready for you. Thank you.